Okay, I am so sorry. It was being very weird on the YouTube side. For those of you who do not know, who have not been here before, bear with me. Thank you so much. I don't know if you guys are new or if you're coming back. I appreciate you coming on. I was having some technical difficulties with the YouTube side since I do stream over there as well at the same time, but now you're on the right page. Okay. So the topic for the collective today is being chosen by oracle cards, and I got flexible as well as loyal heart. So today's reading is in fact going to be a love reading based off of these cards. Now I'm going to read flexible first. So if the number 19 or 2 is important for you, that is a sign, okay? Because those are the important numbers. Those are the angel numbers that go along with this card. If I read number 19, it says teachability, open-mindedness, being adaptable without compromising what's most important. A tree's roots are solidly planted in the ground, yet its branches can bend in a hurricane. Whereas a rigid structure like a building would come crashing down. Consider how the tree remains supple and secure when everything around it may be in shambles. This is how you need to be right now, willing to learn new things, teachable, malleable, yet firmly grounded in who you are. Common sense is important, but so is an open mind. Stay curious, stay open, stay aware. At this time, others will be more flexible with you too. Okay, and since we already know that this is, hello guys, since we already know this is going to be a relationship reading, I'm also going to read the relationship message for flexible. It says, in every relationship, it's important to be open to new experiences and learning new things. Letting go of rigidity is what's required right now. You don't always have to be right all the time, do you? It's okay to come to a happy compromise. You can still get your needs met. It's a beautiful day when you meet halfway. The appearance of this card is a reading. And a reading could also signal that you have met someone new who may not be your type, but who will turn out to be so special that you can easily release your old ideas about what sort of pattern is right for you. Be flexible. We'll be happy you made that choice. Awesome, guys. Okay, so being flexible with someone new and someone who isn't usually your type. And then loyal heart, number 35. So if the number 35 or number 8 is important to you, that is a sign that this message is for you. Of course, if you're here, if this message showed up on your screen, this message is probably for you. So let me go ahead and read that card as well. Once I get there. And we have loyal heart, fidelity, loyalty, devotion. Evidence of loyalty will appear in your life. Others will prove they are faithful to you, and you will in turn commit fully to them. There is a sure and abiding certainty in your heart. Know that Spirit is always loyal to you, no matter the outer circumstances in your life. Trust and have faith. You are eternally loved, always divinely protected, and divinely directed. Your partnerships, friendships, and romantic relationships all have many qualities in common right now. Honest devotion, faithfulness, and a loyal heart are being shown to you. Are you as loyal in return? Now is the time for heartfelt commitments and trusting divine protection. Okay. So we are having someone come in who is not your usual type of person. I'm getting the feeling that this person, yeah, they're really unique. I think you probably, if you're here, you probably know who that is in your life. They're probably someone who they may have showed an interest in you. It may not have been very strong, but like sometimes you just know that someone has an interest in you. Sometimes you just know that they're trying to vibe with you. But they don't have to do anything in particular. And for whatever rhyme or reason, you haven't really been leaning into that. I have a feeling they're going to do something that's just endearing, just something that's cute. And you're like, huh, that's different. That's, something I haven't seen before. There's something about that sticks out to me. We have the Magician and we have the Hierophant in reverse. So maybe there's someone who technically has all the things you would look for, but there's just something about them that doesn't really vibe naturally for you. Spirit's just encouraging you to give that extra time. Oh, thank you so much, Jamie. Especially with the Hierophant in reverse. There's something very non-traditional about this person. I'm kind of seeing that there may be a mix of things as well. Like there may be something about them that's just very conflicting or different from what you normally see. So that may be someone who's have you ever seen those, I'm sure everyone has seen those cute, adorable plush animals, but then they're punk rock. right? And then they're like spiky, you know, and it's like a mix of like completely opposite styles. I feel like that's maybe not literally them, not those two things, but they kind of have that similar vibe where they're like a mix of like what people might consider to be opposites. And that may be part of the reason too, where you see them and you're like, I don't know, they're kind of like a mixed bag of person, which isn't a bad thing. But like, you know, if we meet someone who's kind of outside of whatever our norm is, whatever we're used to seeing, what we're attracted to, or just like in general in our area, sometimes it's just hard to form any connection at all because we're like, what are you? What are you doing over there? I just don't know, you know. So, oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I love it so much when people interact with the space. So thank you so much. I do appreciate it. Oh, wow. I am getting the Four of Cups. So you may have actually politely turned this person down, gave them a thank you, but no thank you. Or yeah, you may have had an opportunity to maybe move things along in the relationship and decided not to. And I'm seeing, if not now, if you're not considering it now, there may come an instance where it really puts back in your mind, was that the right move? There may be just something about the way they move towards you, the way they interact towards you, where you're like, I don't know. I mean, that's kind of interesting. I'm getting protection vibes, like not necessarily in a hardcore situation, but like maybe they stand up for you. This isn't necessarily in the cards, but I'm just getting this feeling of like they stand up for you in a certain way, or they say something in your favor, or they're just like, they give you that vibe of like, I am actually a sturdy person for you in your life. And you're like, oh, you know, I mean, I knew this person was a chill person, but I didn't think they were cool like that. I didn't know that they would, you know, say that for me like that. So they're going to do something. That's kind of the feeling I'm getting right now. Oh, nice. This card didn't come out, but it was turned completely upright in the deck when I looked just now. Hello, Carolina. The King of Pentacles. So this person's also very stable. So regardless of like their style or how they look, or if they're super quiet, I'm also kind of getting that quiet into themselves type vibe, which the King of Pentacles is, you know, more of a reserved personality. They're very stable and they have their stuff together, like regardless of what everyone thinks. So they are very like a secure person. They have their ducks in a row. They're someone you feel safe around. Like none of those things are the problem. I think there's a connection problem. There's a communication problem. There's a getting along problem. Or maybe not getting along, but like it's not as easy, maybe because they're closed off or they have their walls up. So there may be like an extended amount of time of getting to know this person well, but it's going to ease up in a way where it makes you think a little bit differently about them. And the Page of Wands, there may be some project or something where, you know, you end up having to do things together. I'm getting like the enemies to lovers, but you're not enemies with this person, where it's like there's some sort of circumstance where like you end up together, and so you're just spending more time in that situation because like you're next to each other, and you end up moving forward in like just that project or that circumstance, and you're like, and that kind of makes you see them in a different light. I feel like whatever this project ends up, what makes you that's going to lead to you seeing them differently, for them acting like they're kind of like protecting you or standing up for you in some way. Let's get some more information about this person and maybe their personality. I'm going to go ahead and, okay, just fly out then. So we have the moon and the sun. Let me see. Let me shuffle these one more time. This is a new deck. I don't want cards sticking for you guys. Let's see if I can get some cards and see who this person is, a little bit more about their personality of this person that you're going to meet that's coming in is a little different than what you expected. Let's see. We have Scorpio 2, which is card number 50. So bonus points if they're a Scorpio. And bonus points if they resemble this card at all. And if number 50 means anything to you, or just the number 5, that is an angel number, that is a sign that this is meant for you. Okay, so let's read this for a second. Draw upon and embody your emotional complexity and strength. Don't apologize for who you are. Okay, so that gives me a little bit more information. And yes, I am going to read the description for this card. You may have a little unique streak yourself that you don't let everybody know. You don't tell everyone about it because it's your protected thing. I think that's what they're going to protect. It's because I had a feeling, I'm like, it's not like a serious situation. It's just like protecting something about you, an idea. So I think, like, let's say you're crafty and you don't really tell everybody about your craft life. That is for you. And they see it, and they see someone giving you a hard time about your knitted keychain, right? That you worked very hard for to make. Those are not easy to do. And someone tries to talk shit, and then they like defend it, like, actually, I do the same thing, or actually, I have one of those. And then you're like, wait, are you serious? You? Of all people, something like that. It just reminds me, I did not make it. I have a little fake potted plant that's crocheted or knitted that someone got me. But yeah, so something about what you do, how you live your life, maybe more of your private life, because like people where you work or something like that, like aren't going to give it the respect it deserves. They're going to defend that and be like, that is interesting. That is interesting. Let me go ahead and go to number 50 in here. And does that say the same thing? It says a little bit more. Okay. Draw upon and embody your emotional and complexity and strength. Don't apologize for who you are. You may be undermining your purpose and power by trying to be everyone's pal. Interesting. By the way, if Scorpio obviously is their sign, that's bonus points for that. Or if they have strong placements. I don't know if you would know that right now, but if you do, there you go. No one is universally liked, so you may as well be yourself. This means stating what you want, sharing how you see things, and setting boundaries as required. There will be those who get you, admire you, and want to connect with you, and there will be those who don't, but the relationships you keep will be ones that will bring you joy, help you evolve, and nourish your soul. You may benefit from spending some time alone and searching your own inner landscape. Look at the ways you spend your time and the people you spend it with. Also examine your values, perspectives, and desires. Do your actions and relationships reflect who you are and what you care about? If not, how can you change this? Life is an endless alchemical process, an ongoing transformation from one state to another. Be intentional with your alchemy. Be sure you are transforming in ways that align with your priorities and your will. There are times and places for politeness and politics, but never imagine these objectives One second. Okay, clear page. To be more important than your own precious self. When you stop trying to please everyone, you will alienate some people, but you'll draw others closer. Okay, I see a budding friendship in your future with this person. This may be someone who, like, that opens the door to a bigger friendship because you start talking about that thing that you have in common. So, yeah, they may have their eye on you too. And I don't mean that in like a negative way. I just mean that, they may have recognized similarities with you or your uniqueness before you recognize it in them. They just may recognize you first. And so that would make sense with the protection thing. Is like they already had you clocked. However that was, you gave up a sign. And it may encourage you to be more open. It may encourage you to defend whatever it is you love more. It may make you realize like what it looks like to have someone who has your back. I mean, I'm sure we all know what that looks like, but also sometimes we need a reminder, and it's perfectly okay, right? Like sometimes I would like a reminder. Like someone actually coming and defend me every once in a while. So now we have a 36 at Capricorn number 2. So if there's Capricorn placements here, that is a sign. And what was I going to say? Oh, yes, 3, 6, 9. If those are important numbers for you for whatever reason, that is a sign. Also, 3 3s. We love the synchronicity. That is an angel number. Be driven by your desire to create a positive change in the world. Ooh, let's see what that is about. This person may be also very supportive about something that comes up, and that may not be something you know about now. But you may have like a project and interest in the future. They're just very supportive. I just feel like a lot of like they know how to move their influence. Does that make sense? Like that's what I'm getting about this person. Like they very much know themselves and people can sense that and they are like aware of both sides of that. And I feel like there's someone who can kind of almost like be like the older sibling, right? Of other people. Like, we do not behave this way, we act this way, like we're gonna have our ducks in a row in this space. Like, I'm just feeling a lot of like protective energy from this individual that you're going to meet. I feel like they really care about like who they see you as. And I feel like they clock you very early on in meeting you. And I think it's going to come as a surprise for you because you weren't watching out for them specifically, but they already kind of have an eye on you and like know. So yeah, let me read this description. Be driven by your desire to create a positive change in the world. No one can escape life's habit or of breaking our hearts over and over again, but you can assuage your pain by alchemy changing into a force for good. What is it that you most care about changing for the better? Instead of vaguely and ineffectively lamenting the world's problems and injustices, ask yourself, what can I do to bring about positive change? What actual concrete steps can I take in the physical world? Capricorn, more than any other sign, is a master of seeing the big picture, but not getting bogged down by it. This allows her to put one foot in front of the other, to take one concrete constructive action and then another, and then as many as it takes for as long as it takes to bring about the outcome she desires. First, though, you must name the special singular pain that weighs on your heart. Then look into your heart again to discover an intrinsically related goal. Perhaps you'd like to transmute your pain into beauty through art, music, or writing. You might prefer to organize a demonstration, volunteer for a nonprofit organization, or work towards a degree that will allow you to be a force for good in your area of choice. Capricorn reminds you that there is indeed plenty you can do, and it urges you to do it. There you go. Heed this wisdom well. Be willing to offer your innermost self, which is utterly and exquisitely unique, something no one else can contribute to the cause. Then take practical action on your compassionate desire to make the world a kinder and more beautiful place to be. Oh, I love that. Yeah. This person's going to help pave the way for you. I love that too when I hear about couples and they talk about how like supportive their partner is and how like there's things that they would not have done if their partner had not been there. Like this person, I feel like has that energy to push you into doing better things for yourself. Thank you so much, Bella. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much for your support. I really, because it's about being a team. It's about being a team player. Like life is always a little bit better having a teammate, and that person dedicating themselves to you and having them there and just knowing they're just like cheerleading you on your way is always, it just makes everything better. So I just think that's the cutest thing. And I don't know. Maybe I'm just getting gushy while we're on here. I don't know. Leave me alone. Don't say anything about it. So you have Pearl, she who rises up, empower, uplift, elevate. Okay, so this is kind of our advice deck, or at least that's how I read it. It's from the El Qua deck. Thank God her name was Pearl. Some of the names in here are French. I don't speak French, so please don't judge me. If I pick out another card and can't pronounce the name, I do my best. The message of this card is that you have all the power you need to raise yourself up to the next level. Some of that strength may come from others who want to help you. Look to those around you to find the tribe members who want to lift you up rather than press you down. This card represents that clear-eyed friend who only wants the best for you. Elevate your own soul by remembering that empowerment comes from within, but a little boost from a friend never hurts. Fierce and wild, remember the phoenix when you see Pearl. Rise up to greet any challenge presented to you. You are an elevated soul and ready to supercharge your life. This card reminds you to lift your head and pride so you can see the way to your amazing future. Wow, why does this sound exactly like the other two cards I got from the Zodiac deck, like mixed together about being yourself and like moving towards your goal? Doesn't it sound the same? Yeah, I think even if you don't have a goal now, because I feel like this isn't present. I don't feel like this is necessarily like you have something going on right now. I just feel like this person is going to be there, and it's going to be easy to tell. What else can we get about this person? Let's just see. Or even like, I wonder if we can get like timing or like when the situation is gonna happen. I'm not the best with timing and the tarot cards. There's some that are really good timing indicators. Not sure what that button was. Did you hear that on your side? There was like an indicator, Ace of Sword, but in reverse. They're holding back, I think. They're holding back their truth. I think right now they know that like you guys aren't that close. So it would be like weird for them to randomly be like, hey, how you doing? You know, just like out of nowhere. Let's see. Interesting. Eight of Swords. Are people here like there's something recently that went on? I'm kind of getting that like maybe you like were having a tough time and that was known. That may be why they're hesitating to like get to know you, and that may be why they're a little defensive of you. If they already know that they have like a sort of attraction around you, if they already feel like there's like a connection there, but they're not trying to be disrespectful, that would explain why they suddenly seem really defensive out of nowhere. That would explain why they're not approaching the Seven of Cups in reverse. If there's any feelings at all as if like you don't have too many choices, hello, how are you? I am doing, sorry, I wish I could get you on one screen. We are doing a collective reading, and I'm talking about romance right now. So I'm talking about someone who we weren't really looking at before, who ends up defending us and ends up being our person, basically, who comes in. And I'm seeing a lack of choices. So there's probably going to be a feeling of like not having the choices that we want right before this. So there's some situation that's tough. You don't feel like there's a lot of choices. And I feel like they're hesitating because they're trying to be respectful. Like they know that you're going through a thing. And they don't want to kind of leave you out in the cold and when something else happens to you in front of them. And again, I don't think it's like a serious thing like that happens, but like someone gives you attitude, it gives you a hard time and you're already having a hard time. Like they're not going to just stand there for it. Wow. Okay. So we have the King of Pentacles as our other card right now. The King of Pentacles is all about foundational energy, grounding, finances, things like that. So we already got the other card talking about how he's very stable and grounded himself. I'm seeing this as like pushing you forward as being grounded as well. This is a very supportive person and they do have tools and they're not going to be like big on unsolicited advice. So this is going to be more as your interactions develop. They're going to push you to be better and support you. So that's, great catch. Good vibes. We also have the Nine of Cups in reverse. Oh, thank you so much for that like. We also have a Nine of Cups in reverse. So there may have been kind of like a fast track or a good opportunity that kind of fell through for you or is falling through for you, maybe part of it. And again, I'm not seeing it as like a big world-changing thing. Maybe it was just like, oh, it would have been nice to get that bonus or that promotion or it would have been nice to like win that contest again if you have like some sort of craft or hobby and it fell through and now we don't get that bonus thing. Six of Pentacles. Sorry, I need to get in here. Six of Pentacles. There's some skill set you're working on. Are you guys trying to switch careers, maybe switch jobs? Let's see. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Something you're trying to move forward. the six, like you're moving forward, but it's being slowed down by something. And I think he can see that. He or she, whoever you're looking for, hey. It's they can see that you're putting in a lot of effort. They see you. They do see you. And they also are towing the line because they know that you guys aren't at that point, you're very close right now for them to necessarily be there all the time. But they're gonna see you long before you say it. King of Cups. Yeah, this person is getting all the king cards. We've gotten 3 out of the 4. I think the only one we haven't gotten is the King of Wands. This guy is like very much emotionally available. This is someone you can talk to about your day and actually gets it and actually gets how to respond. What is that like? Please report back to the collective. The Empress in reverse. Yeah, you eventually, once you realize you have this kind of meet cute where they stand up for you, it may be the perfect opportunity to be a bad bitch and ask this person out. Like maybe lean forward, maybe ask them for something, for a favor, like make it known that they can talk to you, they can approach you, like you're willing to open that friendship. Because I have a feeling this person may be super hesitant, not because they can't approach, but they want to know where that line is about being respectful and not being respectful, right? Like they are actually going to hello. Oh, we're cracking up. Do we have a story that we want to share? I want to know. Take on your forecasting information. So yeah, they have they're just trying to be respectful with you. So just know that. So if you want to go further with them, if you want to keep the relationship going, you are going to have to get out of the Empress energy, which is a divine feminine, and get a little bit more in that divine masculine energy. So that's being more proactive and moving forward towards them. Let's get another oracle card. Have we been here at a half hour already? Somewhat, not quite. We can do another card. But I'm single. I too am single. So this is about someone who's going to come into our life that we know, but is not our usual type. So they're coming in and they're a little different than what we usually expect. But ooh, round and round, round and round is our next card. 25. So 25 is an important number for you. 2, 5, or 7. Those are your angel numbers. That is a sign that the card is meant for you. Okay, this is 35. I was like, that's not the same picture. Let me go ahead and read this card for you. And this will, it is new for me too. I've only started streaming a little bit. I super appreciate you being patient with me. Let me go ahead and read this card. This may be our last one for today. But the spiral quality of events when a lesson isn't quite integrated cycles you are challenged to break, revisiting a pattern from a new perspective. The appearance of this card is a reminder that although it may appear that you've gone backward, the truth is that you are standing at a higher level, looking down into your circumstances. You will learn something, do something better, and break a cycle set up in the past. You actually have a bird's eye view of your initial footprints and can access the wisdom and lessons learned. Are you wondering, how did I get here again? Does something feel familiar right now in your dynamics with others? Maybe a little too familiar. Don't be surprised that you found yourself repeating an old story with the same sort of person who may not look similar, but who attracted you because of your easy acquaintance with his or her qualities. I love when things line up. Your relationship is a mix of what is good and what is potentially challenging. You have been drawn into this person through the perfection of Spirit's plan for your evolution. You may have circled back to an accustomed spot, a familiar place, but that's fine as you get to do things again, only differently this time. You have learned something of great value since the last time around. How will you choose to behave now that you're aware? Remain curious and stay out of the blame game. Okay, my last really cool tidbit for this reading that I feel like is, thank you so much. Oh my God, I appreciate so much. I have 2 likes over here. I will say about this, I am getting the feeling this person is going to remind you of someone from your past, almost like a do-over, but better. Like if there was someone that you were with in the past and you were like, that was a great relationship, but like A, B, and C made it not work. This person has A, B, and C. You're not going to see it until after you have that interaction where they defend you in some way. And it's like once you start to get to know them, you're like, oh my God, they kind of remind me of da 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 da. And but like the bonus improved version, right? So you may be very surprised. This may close out a cycle that you have with like a certain type because they're visually or not that type. And because they're going to start doing things and acting in a different way that you were not expecting. So that is very, very cool. I'm excited for you guys. Now, I have been on here a little bit. If you were in the US, and especially if you're on the East Coast, it is very late for you. I'm on the West Coast and it's 11:30, so we should all go to bed. I can't make you do anything though. If you enjoyed this reading, please like, subscribe. I am on YouTube. I am on TikTok. I have Zodiac shorts coming out for the month, so please watch. I also have long forms that will be coming out all month, and I will be here on lives most likely every day. Oh, India, is it a good time over there? Is it during the day? What's it like being out with the sun? Late over here. But I enjoyed this time with you, and I will see you guys next time in the Empress's Court. Bye.